Well, good morning. Just sort of do another quick video regarding my new stuff. Some of it started to arrive. I still haven't received the OM1 Mark II or the Lumix G9 Mark II. They're coming at the end of the week. But I've received a couple of lenses for my Micro Four Thirds system for the trip to Africa. And here's the newer 100 to 400, which is this is why people go Micro Four Thirds, because this is the equivalent of a 200 to 800 millimeter lens. Well, I think Canon are the only other system that have a 200 to 800 millimeter lens, but that's twice the size. It's not twice the price. It's actually, I was looking at the prices of that, and it's actually quite reasonable. But it's not as fast. But you could argue that it's on a full frame sensor, so that negates that. But this is it. I mean, look, even compared to me, which is a relatively light setup, but if we do it there, that's it's not that much smaller, I guess, really. But this 500 obviously is a fairly small, light lens. I would say this lens probably weighs about the same. It is quite light, but it is small. And, when this is the whole point of Micro Four Thirds. I'm not sure optically, and of course this one does take teleconverters. The original version didn't. So that's going to be, if you want that extra length, I don't know what, that brings it up well over 1,000 millimeters. So, that's your... it's an incredible range, isn't it? And that's without having to... The 50 to 400... even second hand, they're $5 or $6 grand. I'm sorry, but only professionals do that. Or... could I afford it? I could probably get that money, but I couldn't justify it. I just don't know when it's just... that goes beyond enjoyment, and I think that goes beyond amateur photography, and it's unnecessary whether you've got the money or not. It just people say, oh, the image quality, well, yeah, maybe, but in the real world, when you're looking at your photographs on a computer, are you really going to tell these massive differences? The thing is, you're not. People get too hung up on image quality when it's already reached its peak. Most lenses nowadays produce good image quality, and this one does too. But look how small it is, and this comes off as well, so you don't need the tripod mount on it. It's already Arca Swiss, but I'm probably not going to ever put this on a tripod. Highly unlikely. So I can remove that and make it even lighter. So that's the first lens, and price wise, I paid £890 for it, £890. And a word of advice when it comes to prices: look around, really look around. Unless you're one of these people that really mind grey imports, it's like my OM1 Mark II and the Lumix G9 Mark II. I've bought brand new ones for second hand, for what they go second hand in the UK, and considerably cheaper than a brand new one. And the same goes with this. I think they had a bit of a sale on, So, but they reduced the price. You know, it was like £450 cheaper. So it was a really good price. And it's not going to take too much room up in the bag. And then I got this one, the Lumix 8 to 18. This is a 2-point. It's again a quality lens. It's well made. But look at the size. You know, it's so small. You know, you've got those two lenses. This is like a 16, so it's really wide. That's 16mm to 18. So it's like an 16 to 36mm. So that's, you know, and it's nice and small, nice, small, compact. I could even put that in my pocket. I could even get that in a jacket pocket, but that will, again, fit into the bag. And the thing is with Micro Four Thirds, I can probably put them in the bags upright, which takes even less room. So with that and the camera bodies, so I can take more lenses. I could take a third body. I could take a couple of extra lenses without, you know, I could get a 12 to 40 Olympus Pro lens, which again aren't particularly expensive. If I had that lens or something like it, I've got everything covered. You know, I've got every focal length possible covered. And that's the whole point with Micro Four Thirds, and that's why I've gone back down that route. When, I mean, this is my favourite Nikon lens, but when I look at the other Nikon lenses, especially through the Z range, there's nothing there that really appeals to me. There's nothing that says, oh, that lens would be great. There really isn't. Whereas Micro Four Thirds, there are so many lenses out there because they've been going for a long time and they produced an awful lot of lenses. They're not producing many lenses anymore. You know, OM Systems, Panasonic don't produce anything, but they don't need to, because there's so many lenses. I presume they're still producing some of their lenses. Some are maybe the older ones they've stopped production, but there's such a wide range of lenses out there. It's just incredible. And they are incredible lenses. You know, this is a very good lens. This is an excellent lens. You know, I've got another lens which is like one of the top lenses that was ever made for the Micro Four Thirds. And I've got it so cheaply as well. I'll do a review on that one. I think that's coming on Thursday. So I'm going to do a few videos over the weekend. When I've got all the stuff, and I'll just go through it. I'd say I'm not going to do actual reviews of everything because they've all been done to death. So, you know, you can look at other videos for that. But I've got another new camera coming as well, so I'll be doing a video of that, which will follow shortly. Till the next one.